From the shadowy depths of folklore to the grand stages of theatre, the tale of Macbeth has captivated audiences for centuries. But beyond the famous tragedy lies a complex web of history, superstition and power. Today, we're taking you on an exclusive journey to Perth Museum's temporary exhibition Macbeth to uncover the true stories that inspired the legend and the chilling reality of witch trials in Scotland. Walking into the Macbeth exhibition at Perth Museum, you immediately feel transported. This isn't just about Shakespeare's play. It's a deep dive into the historical underpinnings of one of literature's most iconic villains and a terrifying era of witch hunts that gripped Scotland. Our journey today will explore the very real fears and beliefs that shaped this period, the powerful figures who fueled them, and how Perthshire itself became a crucible for these dramatic events.
We need the modern version of the demonology. It's King James VI's guidebook to identifying and exterminating witches.
I reckon we can find a few witches.
To understand Macbeth, we first need to understand the fertile ground from which the story grew, the widespread belief in witchcraft. Across Europe, the late medieval and early modern periods saw a surge in paranoia and accusations. People genuinely believed in malevolent magic and any misfortune. Illness, crop failure or bad weather. This could all be attributed to a witch's curse. But in Scotland, this fear took on a particularly zealous form, largely due to one man, King James VI. King James was not merely a passive observer, he was actively obsessed with witchcraft. Following his perilous journey to Denmark in 1590, where storms almost cost him his life, he became convinced that witches had conspired against him. This personal experience profoundly influenced his worldview and his policies. He even wrote a book on the subject, Demonology, which served as a chilling manual for identifying and prosecuting witches. While witch trials occurred across Scotland, Perthshire played a significant and often brutal role. The exhibition highlights how this region became a hotbed of accusations and prosecutions. Thousands of individuals, predominantly women, were accused throughout Scotland between the 16th and 18th centuries, and a disproportionate number met their end in places like Perth and its surrounding areas. But why Perthshire? Several factors contributed. The deeply rooted Calvinist beliefs in Scotland fostered a strong sense of divine order and a fierce opposition to anything perceived as a threat to it. Local magistrates and ministers held significant power, and often economic hardship, social tensions or personal feuds would ignite accusations. Confessions, often extracted under torture, were the primary evidence, leading to a grim cycle of accusation, trial and execution, frequently by strangulation and burning. Now let's turn to the man himself, Macbeth. While Shakespeare's play is a dramatic masterpiece, it's important to remember it's a work of fiction. The historical Macbeth, King of Alba, reigned in the 11th century. He was a real figure, a successful military leader who seized the throne after killing his predecessor Duncan I in battle, a far cry from the shadowy assassination in the play. Shakespeare, writing hundreds of years later during the reign of King James, drew heavily on historical chronicles but reshaped the narrative to appeal to his contemporary audience and perhaps to flatter his monarch. The introduction of the witches, for instance, tapped directly into King James's own fascination and fear of witchcraft, making the play particularly potent and chilling for audiences of the time.
A drum. A drum. Macbeth doth come. Aye. In a sieve I'll do the sail. And like a rat without a tail I'll do, and I'll do. I'll drain him, dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live, a man forbid. Wearisome nights, 9 times 9, shall he dwindle, peak and pine. The weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9.
The exhibition truly brings Macbeth to life through its stunning collection of costumes. From various stage productions, these garments offer a tangible link to the evolving interpretations of the characters over centuries. You can almost feel the weight of Lady Macbeth's ambition or the paranoia gripping Macbeth himself. Beyond the stage, Macbeth's influence extends into contemporary film and television. The exhibition includes fascinating clips that showcase how this timeless story continues to be reimagined. We saw powerful performances like Vicky McClure's intense portrayal of Lady Macbeth in the 2016 Shakespeare Live series, which brilliantly captured her raw ambition and subsequent unravelling.
The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts. Unsex me here. Fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctuous visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast! Ah! Take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Ah! Ah! Come! Thick night, and pour thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold.
So who have we got here?
Alan Cumming.
Okay, and what's this section all about?
He plays, which is on the screen down here, a patient in a psychiatric unit who was inhabited in turn by all the characters of Macbeth.
Okay.
On CCTV.
And over here? And here?
And that's part of the costume. Straitjacket.
Now o'er the one half world nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtain's sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel the wolf, whose howls his watch, thus with stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. Whilst I thread, he lives. Whilst I thread, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
The Macbeth exhibition at Perth Museum is a powerful reminder that history is never truly confined to the past. It shows us how centuries-old fears can resonate with our own anxieties, how powerful figures can shape beliefs, and how a work of art can reflect and influence its own tumultuous times.
Please, the charm's wound up.
If you have the chance, we highly recommend visiting this exhibition to experience its depth firsthand. It's a journey that will leave you contemplating not just the play, but the real world horrors and human struggles that lie beneath its famous lines. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Macbeth, witchcraft and Scottish history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and please let us know in the comments what historical exhibitions or places you'd like us to explore and adventure to next.